Let's step back to February 24th, 1978, in Yuba City, California, a small, dusty town where the Sutter Buttes loom like silent sentinels. Life here's simple. Folks work farms, fix cars, or sling burgers, their evenings spent at bowling alleys or church suppers. 5 young men, Jack Madruga, 30, Jackie Huett, 24, Ted Weiher, 32, Bill Sterling, 29, and Gary Mathias, 25, are tight, bonded by pickup basketball and a shared rhythm. They're not your typical crew. Each has developmental disabilities or mental health struggles, living with parents, chasing normalcy in a world that's not always kind. Tonight's big. They're hyped for a college basketball game in Chico, 40 miles away, a treat before their own team, the Gateway Gators, plays a tournament tomorrow. But what starts as a joyride ends in a mystery that'll haunt America's backroads forever. Picture them piling into Jack Madruga's turquoise 1969 Mercury Montego, a car he babies like a firstborn. Jack's the driver, quiet, proud of his Army service. Ted's the dreamer, soft-spoken, always sketching. Bill's the planner, devout, jotting game stats. Jackie's the kid, eager, glued to Ted. Gary's the wild card, charismatic but battling schizophrenia. Off his meds, his eyes sharp with secrets. They hit the road, laughing, radio blasting disco. The game's a blast, UC Davis wins, and they grab snacks at a Chico convenience store. Bears Market, around 10 p.m. The clerk, Mary, sees them joking, buying candy, nothing off. They climb back in, headlights cutting the dark, headed home. That's the last anyone sees them alive. Morning comes, February 25th, and their families panic. None of the 5 show for the Gators game. Jack's mom, Mabel, calls the sheriff. Ted's sister, Judy, checks hospitals. By noon, Yuba County deputies are combing roads. Days pass, no sign. Then, February 28th, a forest ranger finds the Montego, abandoned in Plumas National Forest, 70 miles from Chico, up a snowy dirt road at 4,200 feet. It's pristine, no dents, keys in the ignition, a half-tank of gas. A Milky Way wrappers on the seat, windows cracked. The car's stuck in light snow, but a shovel could have freed it. Why ditch it? Where are they? The forest's a beast. Pines tower, snow's knee-deep, nights hit 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Searchers find nothing, no tracks, no blood. The men's disabilities add layers. Ted and Jackie struggled with decision-making. Gary's meds lapse made him erratic. Were they lost? Scared? Sheriff Jack Beecham scratches his head. Nobody drives 70 miles off course for fun. Not in February. Families cling to hope, but dread creeps in. Mabel stares at Jack's empty bed, whispering, "Where's my boy?" The Montego's a ghost, parked in nowhere, and the answers are buried deeper than the snow. It's March 1978, and Plumas National Forest is a frozen maze, swallowing secrets and hope alike. The Yuba County 5, Jack, Jackie, Ted, Bill, and Gary, are gone. Their Montego a lone clue on a snowy ridge. Sheriff Beecham's team ramps up. 100 volunteers, helicopters, dogs, combing 50 square miles. Yuba City's buzzing. Folks at the Sunflower Cafe swap theories over coffee. The car's a puzzle. Unstuck with effort, yet abandoned. A map's inside, but it's for Sacramento, useless here. A deputy, Tom Hanks, finds a faint tire track. Maybe there's leading nowhere. The forest laughs. Wind erases prints. Snow hides blood. Families push hard. Mabel Madruga hands out flyers, her eyes red. Gary's dad, Bob Mathias, a Vietnam vet, hikes with searchers, cursing the cold. Witnesses trickle in. A store clerk, 20 miles from the car, thinks she saw Gary buying smokes days after, but her story's shaky. A ranger, Ed Poole, reports a campfire glow near the site, February 25th, now gone. Then a bombshell. Joseph Shans, a 55-year-old heart patient, stranded nearby that night, swears he saw headlights and heard voices. Maybe the 5, around midnight. Shans yelled for help, but the lights vanished. Was it them? His heart meds cloud his tale. The men's lives unravel for clues. Jack worked at a tire shop, steady but shy. Ted, a grocery clerk, loved comics. Bill, a janitor, read his Bible nightly. Jackie followed Ted like a pup. Gary's the outlier, post-army, he drifted, his schizophrenia flaring without pills. Friends say he'd wander, talk fast, but wasn't violent. Were they chasing a whim? A prank? The car's radio works. Why no distress call? Deputies probe enemies, none surface. The group's innocence, their simple joy in hoops, makes the void creepier. Judy Weiher, Ted's sister, sobs. They wouldn't run off. Searchers hit a wall. Blizzards bury trails, dogs lose sense. The Montegos towed, dusted for prints. Only the fives. A psychic, hired by Bill's mom, mutters about a trailer, dismissed as bunk. Yet the forest's vast, hiding cabins, mines, ravines. Beecham's gut says they're close, alive or not. Families pray, their hope a candle in a storm, but the mountain's silent, and every dusk feels like a door slamming shut. June 1978, and Plumas National Forest thaws. Snow melting to reveal secrets it's held for months. The Yuba County Fives case has gone cold, searches scaled back, Yuba City's posters fading. Sheriff Beecham's team, down to a dozen, trudges on, driven by families' pleas. Then, June 4th, a biker group camping near Bucks Lake, 20 miles from the Montego, stumbles on a Forest Service trailer. Windows broken, door ajar. Inside, a stench. Ted Weiher's body, emaciated, wrapped in sheets, dead from starvation and frostbite. He's 80 pounds, beard grown wild, feet black from cold. Food, canned beans, jerky, sits untouched, enough for weeks. A watch, not Ted's, ticks on the table. The find's a gut punch. Searchers swarm, days later, June 8th. They find Jackie Huett's remains, 300 yards away, scattered by animals. Jack Madruga and Bill Sterling's bodies turn up nearby, frozen, half-buried, likely dead weeks after Ted. Gary Mathias is gone. No bones, no clothes, nothing. Autopsies stun. Ted survived 8 to 13 weeks, starving beside food. Why not eat? Jack and Bill died faster, exposed. Jackie's skull suggests he fell, dazed, alone. The trailer's a riddle, propane's full, matches unused. Who lit the watch's ownerless time? Theories swirl. Was Gary, unmedicated, leading them? His schizophrenia could spark paranoia. Did he convince them to flee the car, fear a phantom threat? The forest's brutal. Sub-zero nights, no shelter. But the trailer was warm, stocked. Environmental stress hits hard. Their disabilities slowed decisions, maybe froze them in panic. Beecham probes outsiders. A drifter, seen near Bucks Lake, vanishes. A hunter's rifle shot, reported February, goes unchecked. No blood, no struggle, no drugs in the bodies. The men's innocence, basketball buddies, not adventurers, makes foul play feel off, yet the watch nags. Families break. Mabel collapses, clutching Jack's jacket. Bob Mathias hunts alone, screaming Gary's name. Judy Weiher reads Ted's comics, weeping. The trailer's 20 miles from the car. Did they walk? Lost? Or was someone else involved? The forest's a mirror, reflecting questions, no answers. July 1978, and the Plumas Forest is a graveyard of hope. The Yuba County Fives case a wound that won't heal. Ted, Jackie, Jack, and Bill are dead. Their bodies telling a story of starvation and cold. But Gary Mathias's absence is a scream in the silence. Sheriff Beecham's office is a mess. Maps, photos, a stranger's watch pinned to a board. Yuba City's quiet now, the Sunflower Cafe empty of gossip. Families demand answers. Mabel Madruga hires a PI. Bob Mathias grills hikers. Judy Weiher begs for tips. The trailer's a black hole. Why did Ted die beside food? Who left that watch? New theories claw up. Gary's the focus. His schizophrenia, untreated, could have spun delusions. Did he lead them into the woods, chasing a voice only he heard? A friend, Mike, recalls Gary's bad days. Wandering, muttering about eyes in the trees. But Gary wasn't violent. Could he convince 4 men to ditch a car, trek 20 miles in snow? Another angle. A predator. The forest's a hideout. Cults, drifters, pot growers lurk. A 1977 murder nearby, unsolved, fuels talk of a killer. Yet no wounds, no theft. Jack's wallet had $20. The watch, cheap, untraceable, mocks them. Politics creep in. Sheriff Beecham's up for re-election. Pressure mounting. A Chico reporter, Lisa, digs into Forest Service logs. The trailer was checked January, empty. Someone brought the men there post-February. Was it Gary, hiding? Or a stranger, playing savior or jailer? Lisa's source, a ranger, whispers of weird lights near Bucks Lake. February 25th, hinting at a camp, maybe cultish. Beecham shuts it down, too wild. Families fight despair. Mabel's PI finds a shoe, not Gary's, 10 miles off, another dead end. Psychologically, the men were fragile. Ted and Jackie froze under stress. Bill clung to routine, Jack was stubborn, Gary erratic. Did fear trap them, like deer in headlights? The forest's a beast, disorienting, deadly. Beecham's team rechecks the Montego. A glove, not theirs, in the trunk. Whose? No DNA in 78, another ghost. The case's weight breaks people. Bob Mathias drinks, Judy moves away. Something's out there. A truth buried in snow. And it's closer than anyone dares think. Winter 1978 fades, and the Yuba County Five's mystery is a scar on California's heart. Ted, Jackie, Jack, and Bill rest in graves. But Gary Mathias is a phantom. His fate a question mark in the Plumas wilds. Sheriff Beecham's out of moves. Searches halt, budgets dry. His desk piled with tips that lead nowhere. Yuba City's a ghost town for the families. Mabel Madruga locks Jack's room, untouched. Bob Mathias camps in the forest, a rifle by his side, chasing shadows. Judy Weiher sells Ted's sketches, donating to missing persons funds. The trailer, the Montego, that damn watch, they're pieces of a puzzle with no edges. A last push comes in 1979. A hiker finds a backpack, 15 miles from the trailer, with Gary's initials. Inside, a knife, no blood, and a map, marked with X's. Bob's sure it's his son's, but Rain's erased tracks. Beecham tests it, nothing links to a crime. Lisa, the reporter, publishes a series, The Lost Five, hinting at a cover-up. She finds a 1978 police log, a call about 5 men near Oroville, ignored. Was it them, alive, missed? The lead's cold like everything else. Theories harden, none fit. Gary as leader, delusional, guiding them to doom. Feels thin, he loved his friends. A killer's too neat, no motive, no trace. Environment's the cruelest suspect. Snow, cold, confusion killed them. Their minds unraveling. The watch, the glove, the backpack, their taunts, not answers. Families face truth. Gary's likely dead, bones lost to bears or rivers. Mabel dies in 1985, whispering Jack's name. Bob passes in 1990, still searching. Judy keeps a photo of Ted, smiling at a game. The case closes, unsolved, a file in Yuba County's basement. No justice, no villain, just a forest that swallowed 5 lives and spit out questions. The Montego's sold, scrapped, but locals swear its ghost haunts Highway 70. The Yuba County Five are a warning. Some mysteries don't solve, they scar. Their stories a whisper in the pines, daring us to listen.